Yes, there are many wrathful preachers. Giving dharma to the interferers or the Khadro. There are so many, but you see, what most important thing, what you have to remember is the compassion, the general compassion. To free the person by the spirit. That's one example, but any obstacle. So, like that. So one thing, there's a Khandala came from Tibet, from Kham. The one who publicly, that's an article there. So there's a long life goddess. So they enter oracle for that, enter inside, then predict. So that's what is done publicly. What they understand, it's just oracle, something like that. The Tibetan government oracle. But reality, she came from Tibet to India only to protect his own life from obstacles and to fulfill his own holy wishes, his own Dalai Lama's holy wishes. Only for that reason she came all the way from Kham. So, now I think maybe now many years ago, she's been living in Dharamsala in the past. One Khadro Rinpoche, Nyingma, Chuchi Rinpoche is my guru. I think it's a cousin or there. I don't know what you call cousin or nephew, cousin. Khadro Rinpoche. He was the head of the Nyingma Lamas. So Khadro Rinpoche. So he did reciting the Nyingma, the collections of probably more than 100 initiations, reciting at Delusion. So there was a monk who never had sleep. A very good monk, but he never had sleep for 13 years. So nobody who wanted to see him. He went to see many lamas, but he didn't get sleep. Anyway, so then some of the lamas, some of the Nyingma lamas, they checked around and. I don't know which one is first. Maybe this one. Maybe this one first. I'm not sure. So monk was brought to her Khandala, and she was there to take the initiation. She and another Rinpoche sent by his own eyes to take initiation there. So then she met the monk, and she was able to help the monk to get sleep. He didn't have sleep for 13 years. So only then, after meeting her, she was able to, then he was able to sleep. So that happened. So then the lamas, some of the head, the Nyingma lamas, they found out that she has such power. So what happened was, there was one, I think, it seems spirit, spirit already killed 6 people. 6, then they're probably Muslim. 6 people. And then possessed one Tibetan boy. So then the lamas brought, did many pujas, went to many lamas, but then they brought some of the head lamas, Nyingma lamas, brought the boy towards Kandula. So the Kandula has an attendant that His Holiness appointed, serving for many years, and again Zamling. So the spirit, you see, he captured Zamling's neck, like this, and pushed away. And then the boy was laying down on the floor, stuck on the floor, cement floor, stuck. Let's see. So then Kandula got up slowly and then patted on his leg, patted. So got unbelievable compassion to him, to the spirit. Patted, just didn't do anything, just patted. And then the spirit spoke. That said, he will live. He will free the boy. He will live. So she just felt unbelievable compassion, and she patted his leg. Then he left. So that, so like that, yeah. Just because that mean like that. There are many did not do other prayers or preachers for the just rise very strong compassion. He told me, and so then the spirit left. You see easily. Yeah. Then even the Christianity, but actually it's the same as in the past, old time, Kadampa Geshes in Tibet, same. Those great bodhisattvas, the same. Outside you see aspects like Christian priest, but Christian priest not like very rich, white clothes and very rich looking, not that, but very poor, lot of patches on the chuba, that was black chuba, and very simple and lot of patches, and his name is Saint Francis. I have his status, Kapan, that with the birds, the pigeon, the birds sitting on his shoulder. Normally, I think that's how it was when he was in Italy. So the statue was like that, made like that. So after looking, yes, like that, very simple. And then he recites God, 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 that we say like that. And then he walks, and he also all his disciples same, very simple dress, and very humble, going like this. So the other Christian priests who wear very rich white cloth, they're on the higher building. So on there, look it down, then speech or him, putting down him like that. So anyway. So the one story is in Italy, there was a wolf in the forest. So the wolf was, harming to people. Of course, the wolf he kills animals, and so he said he wanted to go in the forest. Thank you, good music. Good music. So other people told him, don't go in the forest, the wolf will harm him. So he didn't listen. Yes, he wanted to go, he wanted to tell the wolf, he wanted to give advice to wolf to not harm people. So he went in the forest to talk to the wolf. So, so when you saw the wolf, you see, when the dog's master or the owner, when you meet the owner, how the dog does, lick the feet, you become very humble and lick the feet, or you roll your body, flat like this, and the dog show that. So similar, the wolf, when Saint Francis met the wolf, they do the same thing, become very humble, then licking the feet like that. So instead of harming. Then Saint Francis told him that you don't harm to people, and I'll beg food in the city and bring you. And then since from that time, he didn't give harm to human being. All that's because of Saint Francis, you see, the monk, the Christian monk, he's a compassion. So I think that he's a real Bodhisattva. Outside look Chenrezig, but you see, he's a real Bodhisattva, same as Kadampa Geshes. It's like Kadampa Geshes, the Khadro, exactly as the Buddhist practitioner Khadro. So she asked his disciples to criticize him. He liked to be criticized by others. So we see the Kadampa Geshes, those who are practicing bodhicitta, thought transformation, so they, prefer criticism by others than praise. So they do not like praise. They like criticism by others, those who are practicing thought bodhicitta, with practicing thought transformation. So this is the attitude, daily life attitude. What do you like, what you don't like. So, because if somebody criticizes, they help them, because they can then practice, utilize in the path to enlightenment. If somebody criticizes, so of course, praise, then that doesn't help. So that only if you follow delusion, then it makes you dribble your pride, or that delusion. So harmful. Only to create the cause of samsara. So from where you need to be free from. So then, real practitioners, do not like praise. They like criticize by others. I was told by J.J. Pavanga incarnation. I don't know whether that was his teacher or not, or maybe Tenship, I'm not sure, in place of teacher. Sarame, Geshe Tuten Rinchen, Sarame. So Papanga incarnation told me, Geshe Tuten Rinchen, he liked to be criticized by others. That's what he likes. So that's real practitioner. Real practitioner of bodhicitta, real practitioner of lojong, thought transformation. All that, enjoys being criticized by others. So, I'm sure there are many, but that's what I heard. Pavanga said that he likes that. So anyway, I remember that I mentioned. So Saint Francis, he asked his student to criticize him. So one day he asked, so he could not find anything to criticize him, only praise. Yeah, so all of that happened. As I mentioned about Khandula, but just mention one thing. So she, that's her main purpose, main reason to come to India from Tibet. So she received much appreciation from sixth Dalai Lama. 60 is on Dalai Lama. So much precision. So anyway, it was some time ago, long time ago. So there's there's going to be huge eruption on the Himalaya mountains, and so many millions and millions of people were killed, and the earthquakes happens, so that she could prediction also. Prediction or understand, see the future. So she informed His Holiness, and she built to stop that, to prevent that. I think before she prepared that, she just explained me all that. Not too long ago, since I met her, Dharamsala. So she prevented, then she built a stupa around His Holiness palace. Different kind of different style than normal. And then she built also Kalachakra stupa around the His Holiness palace. Then there is something inside. There's something different. The normal stupa, filling up. There's something. So the private office, the staffs at the beginning didn't believe. So they told me she made a mistake. However, then she mentioned which text. She hasn't seen the text, but she can see. She mentioned the text. So she mentioned the text, and even the page she mentioned. She never had seen. So then they checked, and then later, they stopped that her advice. So later they checked the text and they found exactly the same what she explained. So then they did that, and then one stupa at the nursing school, Dharamsala, above that. One stupa, Nobulinga, was down below, where there's many handicraft, or people came from Tibet and things like that. So one stupa was there. So she told me that all that so many people will die by eruption. That stopped. But she said there will be still a small earthquake. That you can't stop that. It will happen. So after some time, so that happened. And I heard one cow died. Lord Dharamsala or something. Small earthquake happened. So that's way. Khadro, big service to His Holiness, to many sentient beings, to save their life, so like that. So she Khadro main responsibility is there. The Khadro, unbelievable things, methods, to fulfill His own wishes, holy wishes in the world, success. So that's our main responsibility to do that. So she did that. She did that. Yes, a long time ago, many times. So to protect His own life and from obstacles, and kind of certain signatures. One is a view we ordinary beings view. So you see what is manifested. So then is the protecting from certain serious signatures, or you see, of course, His Holiness Chenrezig So there's no sickness, there's no obstacle, things like that. But that's according to us ordinary people, we have obstacles in life. So, obstacle, kak, you know this, the obstacles, astrological mentioned, you see that we have that. So like that, and she can see exactly what is needed to be done and obstacles and all that. So that reality is benefited to 6 realm sentient beings. Serving to His Holiness, like that. Of course, benefiting to 6 realm sentient beings and in this world and Tibet and so like that. It's the most important service like that. So I have many gurus. 34 gurus. I have many gurus, but I have one female aspect guru. That's her.
И у меня много различных учителей, у меня 37, наверное, 37 учителей, и один из них это женский аспект, и женским аспектом является она.
So publicly, she is just a Tibetan government oracle, known as oracle, and is coming entering the long life exercise. There's 5 sisters, so Chenrezig, so the writing of the line. So there's one long life goddess, so that.
И она является оракулом тибетского правительства, она является оракулом богини, как я уже говорил прежде, богини, которую зовут Чена. И это богиня, которая обычно изображается в верховном веке.
Yeah. So then, next thing, just mention a little bit the benefits of mantra. Reciting Chenrezig mantra. General Omane Pembung, then with the long mantra, Chenrezig, so like that.
И следующее, о чем бы я хотел сказать, это о пользе повторения мантры Авакитешвы. И это мантра Уманипадмихум, короткая мантра, а также длинная мантра Авакитешвы.
So we are unimaginably, we are fortunate being, human being. Not every human being in the world, they don't have an opportunity to recite Om Mani Padme Hum. Yeah, most human beings don't have an opportunity to recite Om Mani Padme Hum. Even though they're billionaire, trillionaire, they don't have opportunity. You see, to purify negative karma, even for 1 second, they don't have a karma in their life. How long they live, even 1,000 years they live, they don't have karma. To purify negative karma, even for 1 second. So then don't have it. Oh, see, day and night, you see, the motivation of life is non-dharma, only attachment, clinging this life, happiness in this life, only that, nothing else. Nothing else, just like the insects, just like the ants and worms, and you see, the worms born in meat, what's it called? what is it called? Maggots. So motivation, just attachment to this, nothing else. Nothing else. So only one life. Nothing else. Then is the attachment to only this, only seeking the pleasure of this life. Nothing else. No, there's no happiness in future life. No, nothing. And there's no ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara. Nothing. There's no thought about achieving enlightenment, peerless happiness. Nothing. So very sad. So sad. Very, very sad life. Yes, money, yeah, billion, zillion, trillions, many billion, zillion, trillions, yes, but what happiness gives, what happiness gives to them. In all the worries to protect and to not lose and all that things, see, so much unbelievable suffering of dissatisfaction. So you see, just same as tigers or snakes, and mouse and just exactly the same. You see, the mind is only this life, nothing else. So seek only happiness in life. So you see, they all the time they look for food. Even they finish one food, but they look for another one. So whole life like this. Well, then involves if the food is meat, so killing other, you have the animals you kill. So snakes look for the mouse and the frogs and all that, and so on. So each animal has so it's the only thing this life, and nothing else. The mind is totally dark, like the space in nighttime, no sun, no stars, nothing, but foggy, all like that. It's ignorance. Doesn't know anything about samsara. That how to make it. It hasn't met dharma. There's no dharma. So you have to make yourself to be free from samsara. No idea. Even worldly education, how much they have, degrees, university degrees, how much they have is nothing. So to help at the death time, nothing. And light beyond from this, nothing is there, you see. No matter how much scientists, high knowledge, whatever there is, a degree, well, nothing. When the death comes, nothing. They can benefit there, liable to this, nothing, you see. So very, very sad, very sad. So therefore, I think we are so fortunate, unbelievable fortunate. Even materially, we are poor, not like them. You see, but you see, also mind can be very happy. Mind can be very happy than them. Mind can be so relaxed. So they are so satisfaction. If you have satisfaction, then you have happiness. No satisfaction, no happiness. So mind is very happy, enjoy life, So we have opportunity to say Om Mani Padme Hum. So you see, in the Himalaya mountains, Ladakh, Ladakh, Kunu, I don't know, that was so hard life. And the mountain people, so hard life. But you don't know, you see, I lived in the mountain, I'm Solukhumbu, I was born there. Their life so difficult, work, so hard. hot, so hot. Oh. So hot. I mean, in the Rocky Mountain, there's no road. That's Rocky Mountain. Where dangerous rocks fall down, You have to go up, then you have animal yaks, things like that. So much heavy load on them that you carry. So much heavy load. Then you have to walk out, the danger. Stones falling down, or falling down from the snow. The many stories down, blue water. So I was a small baby, so I was carried. But my person, last part of my teacher who taught me alphabet, they gelong, that they carried me. So something like that. So they to earn their food out of them. For life, animal skins to sell in Tibet or bring salt from Tibet. So hard life. Then Lata Kun I saw hard life. But they gave recite. They have opportunity. So I even though they don't know Dharma. You see, they don't have much intellect, because they have no opportunity to study. But they have much faith. As I mentioned the other day, much faith to Chenrezig, to the Guru. They have much faith. That's the richest, that is the wealth, that is the most important wealth, inner wealth. And so that brings them to enlightenment. That makes them gradually to be free from samsara. And the happiness, all coming future lives, come down. So hard life, so difficult life, so much suffering. But there are many people, they recite Om Mani Padme Hum. Those old people turn prayerful, some they recite Om Mani Padme Hum. But you see, I think, of course, there are people who recite Om Mani Padme Hum to be healthy, to not be sick, to be healthy. I mean, of course, I'm sure there are people who recite, but you see, doesn't know what is Dharma, what is the correct Dharma. Doesn't know. So, what is the old Dharma, what is the holy Dharma, doesn't know. So there are people, of course, but most people, those old people, I think, they fear, because they accept ring as karma, so mostly they fear they don't want to be reborn Lordians. Even they don't know much Dharma, no intellect. But you see, general people have a fear, they don't want to be reborn Lordians. So that way they recite Om Mani Padme Hum so much, Om Mani Padme Hum so much, so they bring Dharma. Dharma, first, the very basic Dharma, first Dharma. And then, that's what it is. There are many people. I remember I was, his own, who offered Satya Lamde teaching to his own Dharma. I was Rinpoche's monastery or different stuff. So the people come in the temple to pray in the front of the statue or things. So I hear their prayer. And many of the older people, they have very good prayer. They pray for all the sentient beings. If they don't know much Dharma, no intellect, but they pray very good. They think of others. They pray for sentient beings. Is to be pure from samsara, to achieve enlightenment, and see things so good. Some very good prayer. So, and one lady was praying Maitreya Buddha's teachings to happen soon. I don't know why she prayed medicine Buddha's teaching to happen very soon. So I think, so therefore, I think, you see, so fortunate. You see, now, so that will help when they die. You see? Oh, so to not be reborn. And then if it's happiness from all the future life, meet Dharma, meet Guru, you see, and meet the minor teaching, and then it's a life to life, then go to enlightenment. Oh, that long time benefit it has. The life has that benefit. Oh, that's so good. The reality is very good. Billion, zillion, numberless times better than billion, zillion people in America or those other countries. So like that. So, outside looking very pitiable, very suffering, kind of like that. But it's that Roman, but over to the which that whatever. So we are so fortunate this time. Oh, met Buddha Dharma, but not Buddha Dharma, minor Buddhism, and Chenrezig. Wow, I'm supposed to do initiation. So anyway, so fortunate. So I could just mention some benefits, okay. Of course, you might think I'm criticizing them, the wealthiest people. But you see, wealthiest people, but beneficial in your life to the world, to the sentient beings. You help the poor people. As often His Holiness says, there's a Khadro, always often His Holiness says, there's poor people, just poor, rich people, you see, there's no connection. So, so like that. So they, you know, so not being like that. So you help the world, that numberless Khadro, no home, Khadro, no food, no home. I mean, sick, numberless. I mean, in the world. So you see, you help them. I mean, you see, Khadro, even you have a Dharma, even you have a Dharma, even don't Dharma, but it's just a kindness. You see, well, you can, human nature, to be kind to help. You see, that is creating cause of happiness to you and to all sentient beings. So, yeah, so that's a good way. They make it meaningful, beneficial. Why you are rich, make it meaningful like that. Okay. So, person who normally recites Chenrezig mantra, then you see the person, you see in the future life, always get reborn in the place, virtuous place, auspicious place, good place, always get reborn there. And always you meet holy time, holy time. Like you see, you know, holy time that engage holy Dharma. So, then you encounter a virtuous friend. Virtuous, so holy times and virtuous friends. Then you recite this mantra. Then when that person enter in the path, in the road, then a strong wind comes. Wind touches to that person's body. And then wind goes away by touching to that person's body, then goes away, touch insects, people, anybody. Then it purifies. They past very heavy negative karmas get purified. obscurations, get purified. And then also, not only that, but then it causes to be born Amitabha blissful realm, Pure Land. So like that, there's infinite benefit. Then if you recite Om Mani Padme Hum before the animal dies, or you see, that doesn't mean only animal, but even human beings. Before death, you see, just before death, then you recite Om Mani Padme Hum, or then you doesn't get a lower realm, it get a higher birth. So in the road, it doesn't happen all the time, but when I remember, so when the dogs, when the owner leading the dogs, so when I remember, then I start Om Mani Padme Hum to them with the fine voice, I recite Om Mani Padme. So some dogs, they have karma. So they, you see, in New York, when you go out, there's so many different dogs coming from all the sides. There's a little park, so they go there. So there's one dog which has hairs at the leg, you know. I don't know what to call it, puzzle, I don't know what to call it. So he looked at me without going away. Just the dog stuck, just keep on looking. And some had to feed 3 times. Sometimes the dogs are also like that. People are also like that. In the airport in America, I don't know, we were traveling, we were going somewhere. So there was one boy, the father was there. Father was holding the boy's face like this. Let's go, you know, don't look at the. It was telling to go away, to go, not look at us. But the boy was very, very attracted to see the monk, you know. So it shows the karma of different people. They karma, you see. It's expressing. Yeah. So some of the dogs were like that. So in Mongolia, went into the one where there's 100 stupa around, I don't know the name. So one time I went and there's 2 million people, but animals 6 million or some. Many horses, cows, so many horses. So the next one when I went, I had a speaker. So I had a speaker with me. So I recited mantra. I went to the second city. I went and come back. But on the way, there were many animals on the place. So I recited mantra. Horses, and so I did that. So anyway, so here also there's animal saving and liberation. So I except to recite mantra. Yes. Anyway, so like that, so just reciting mantra for them, it's incredible. Change the life, going to reborn lower realm again. But then you see, by hearing mantra, they get higher birth. They have a human body, or like that. Then it's possible. It was a pure land. So okay. So after in America, so sometimes the Raja wanted to do one animal, a dog. So then you see, the way they gave many dogs, and there was one dog that nobody takes. Nobody takes. So one Mexican girl took that dog, and she has to go to Mexico. So Bajapani, the center, they knew that we need a dog, and so they told her, and she brought the dog to us. And so I told Raja that Buddhist people, if we keep an animal, we must let to be born in the lower realm. Must make the dog to get higher birth. So then we build a stupa backside the house. It's like Brahmada stupa, a little bit small, but a little like that. Not the Tibetan style. There's not that one. So inside a lot of tatsas, outside when there's statue stupa. So the dog took round the stupa many times. As I planned, it didn't happen, but we did take many times. And the main thing, the cook, the Swiss nun, Annette, she took care. She took so many times around. So purified the Grama. So when I was in Nepal, the dog died. And Holly was there. She kept the dog, and the dog didn't look dead, like sleeping. It's dead, but sleeping, because I think it's a positive sign, and not get reborn lower realms. So like you see, tongue hanging out, not like that kind of sign of death, looking poor, not like that. So look very peaceful, like sleeping. You see, he died like that. So then she kept 3 days, the dog. So then after third day, then I think there was semen or blood. Then blood came out from the nose. Or at that time, then consciousness left. Then you see, clear light, the more subtle consciousness, then I become world consciousness. Oh, there, you see, intermediate left. Oh, so it is said in Tantra text, natural death, or the must has a consciousness state for 2 days. Must is said, natural death, not that killed by somebody or car accident. That is natural death, or the consciousness state 3 days. You see, so that the died in a good way, so that good sign, like sleeping in peace. Yeah? So, I don't know. I didn't recognize the incarnation yet, human being. So like that. Okay, just a side talk. Then if you recite 1,000 Omani Pema Hum, if you recite every day, then 7 lifetimes, you see, your generation, your children, their children, their children, their children. So up to 7 generations, don't get reborn lower realms. Because I think your body is blessed. So, because they're all continuation of cement. If you are male, then they're all continuation of your cement. Not cement, sorry, sperm. So, and then goes, then well, if you're female, then continuation of egg, you see, generation, I mean, your granddaughter, the son, up to 7 generations, because your body is so blessed, you see, so therefore, up to 7 generations, people don't get reborn lower realms. So like that. Then they get a higher birth, maybe mid-dharma also. Then even inside your body, inside the belly, you see inside the body you have there's worms, sometimes they're long worms, but they're all tight like this. small, but then straight out long, you see. I've seen that. So anyway, in the worms inside your body, there's a symbol in Yichigdong, so 21,000 creatures, creatures here inside your body is said in the text. So all those then is worms inside your belly, all those then they will get purified. They don't get reborn dreams. Not only you, even they don't get reborn dreams. So incredible, unbelievable. Because your body is so holy, so blessed by maintaining Chenrezig, you see. Then there are sentient beings inside the living body. Then in your pores, of the body, you see, many Buddhas, they abide in your pores, and they predict to like that, also like that happens. Then when you're dead, then your body is burned by fire, and the smoke comes from the body, then touch any being, insects or the Khadro, the human beings, touch any being, they don't get reborn. Anybody smell or touch, smoke goes to touch anybody, they don't get reborn. And then if the body is thrown in the water after death, your body is thrown in the water, because you're reciting, 1,000 times every day. So, with the body, what the fish, fish or I don't know, the different sentiments in the water, the ocean, where they eat the body, then they all get liberated from the lower realm. So like that. So one more, Khadro, Khadro, you recite, you see, mantra 1,000 like that. So you go in the water, river, lake, ocean. Okay, so the water touch you. That water touch any being, even human beings, play in the water, whatever. So any fish, shark, any being, you see, touch any being, then they negative karma, they heavy negative karma collected from past life will get purified. And then they never experience egg rebirth, internal rebirth, heat rebirth like lice, shik or there. You never get that rebirth. Womb rebirth, internal rebirth, then heat. You all that get reborn in Pure Land, Dawajin, all that the Khadro. Then Khadro was you meet Buddha Sabha, so like that. So those benefits they get. So the motivation for taking the preparation of the initiation, that is just the essence. I think the attachment, just only seeking the happiness of this life, just that, without seeking happiness of future life, without seeking the future life is not the one, numberless. Until we free from samsara. So then ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara, for blissful state of peace for oneself. Then peerless happiness, full total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization, sangye, nothing. You see? No thought of all this, seeking all this, but just only this life. So that's like that is like only you're working only today's happiness, and not working tomorrow happiness, next year happiness, or that next month, week, in next year. You never working because all those future coming years and never thinking just only today happiness, all like that. Very childish. It's very childish. Very poor understand. Very poor way of thinking. Very poor childish. All of that, you see. Or it's like that. Like that, you see. Or just this hour happiness. You never think of next hour, then is it tomorrow? Only this hour happiness, only nothing else. No good. Then the next hour comes, then you're in the problem. But you never make preparation for the happiness for the next hour. So like that. So also something, see, think only this life happiness, and then do make preparation for the happiness future life. Oh, that's non-virtue. That's attachment, non-virtue. That secretary obscuring your mind, disturbing your mind, or obscuring your mind. It unsubdues your mind, obscures your mind. So that's the meaning of delusion. So that's non-virtue. That one is non-virtue. So of course, the ultimate, then it causes a rebirth in the lower realms. And also suffering. Later on, to do not good karma, you're born a human being, but so much suffering, so much sickness, all life obstacles, the three suffering result of the negative karma you have to experience in the human realm. Possessed result, suffering, then the experience the result of similar to cause, and the creation result similar to cause, and so. In the human realm, you suffer. Not only Lord realm. So that is not Dharma, not holy Dharma. That is not holy Dharma. Worldly Dharma, not holy Dharma. Holy Dharma is meaning of holy Dharma is what usually mentioned is if your action become a remedy to the delusion, to your delusion, to your delusion, then the Dharma, then the holy Dharma. Then from that then you achieve result happiness. You see, in the future. So happiness now, happiness future. Then all like that, no suffering. Okay. So then your motivation seeking. That is not the definition of what is the holy Dharma. Another definition of holy Dharma is which benefits, brings happiness in the future lives. After this life, then which brings happiness in the future life. That is the holy Dharma. That is not. That is it's just more or less same meaning, but a different way of saying. Okay. So the Khadro, so the Khadro, the mind, Khadro, like a table that is broken pieces, then you put together, you see, you put together, that, you see, something broken, then you put together, you see, you make a good. So that the mind is the end of the control of delusion karma, you see. So the ignorance, anger, attachment, particularly this life, then, you see, then you protect the mind from that. You transform in the positive mind, healthy mind. Healthy mind, I use the word healthy mind. That we should know that's the healthy mind. So the positive mind, the virtuous mind. So which produces only happiness. All the Dharma. Okay, so then seeking happiness, not seeking this life happiness, but seeking happiness for your lives, So that you see, until you are free from samsara. So all that's Dharma. So your action, bodhisattva mind action, which brings happiness of future in the future lives. That's Dharma, holy Dharma. Then your action, your action that would causes to achieve liberation from samsara, tarpa, liberation from samsara, see, not cause of samsara, but liberation of samsara, all that is Dharma. That's a higher Dharma, higher than the first one. Then the higher, then the best is you see, with bodhicitta, also previous with the renunciation of samsara. So now with the bodhicitta, you see, by general compassion to all the sentient suffering, then bodhicitta comes. Then with the bodhicitta, and then your action of body, spirit, mind, that is done with the bodhicitta, then becomes the cause of enlightenment, total cessation or obscuration, complete realization. To achieve enlightenment for each and every single, the numberless sentient beings, for each and every single sentient beings, to achieve enlightenment. Then they means to free them from suffering of samsara, and then bring to enlightenment. So like that. So that's but that being cause of enlightenment. So that's the best Dharma. Actually done with bodhicitta. So like that. So I do that. Now I do the preparation quick, okay? The person who don't love you, who is angry to you, who harm you, who abuse you. So now, whom you call enemy. So, see, he's a obscure, suffering sentient being. So the compassion is generated depending on him. So from compassion, great compassion, then bodhicitta happened. From bodhicitta, bodhisattva happened. From bodhisattva, Buddha happened. From Buddha, then Buddha's holy action happened. Two holy actions. One is within the Buddhas, or the holy mind. One is within us sentient beings. Our virtue thought is the Buddha's holy action. Our virtue thought is the Buddha's holy action. So, therefore, now our virtue thought, then all the happiness from beginningless rebirth now, all the future up to enlightenment, everything came from your virtue thought. So virtue thought is the Buddha's holy action. So therefore, all your happiness from beginningless rebirth now up to enlightenment, all the happiness up to enlightenment, all come from Buddha. Buddha came from Bodhisattva. So all the happiness come from Bodhisattva, all the happiness come from Bodhicitta, all the happiness all your happiness came from great compassion, all your happiness come from this person who abuse you, who don't like you, bad treat you, so whom you call enemy. So all your past, present, future life, all the happiness come from this person. So depending to the kindness of this person is very clear. Completely came from, received by his kindness, her kindness. You see, everything, even happiness, the dream came from received by his kindness, his kindness. This is so important meditation. This very important meditation to write down and to meditate every day. And before it's so this person is most kind to you, most kind, most precious, most dear to your mind, most dear to you. And your wish fulfilled, all the happiness, temporary, ultimate, everything. She is your wish fulfilling. This, you must learn this. This bodhicitta, Changchukyi Sam, learn, meditate until you generate bodhicitta. So like that, every numberless helping, numberless hunger, numberless animal, numberless human, everyone, you receive all your past, present, from everybody, every ant, every mosquitoes, every bugs, every lice, from everybody, so most kind, most precious, most dear. That must meditate. That is so important. So now, they want happiness, they don't want suffering as you do. To free them from oceans of suffering and samsara, by freeing them from delusion karma, and bring them to enlightenment by yourself. For that, then you need to be enlightened. They will need to generate enlightenment, they will take in preparation for initiation, okay? Then I do as quick as possible. Yeah.